Okay, sir.
Hold on and lecturers coming.
All right, sir.
Please switch your mics as you come in. As Christian, I'm coming to hit at your shop tonight. I guess you have a lot of goodies. Look, so. Please, who is the leader here? There, please unmute your mic and talk.
Good evening, sir.
Please, who is the leader? The leader, please.
I'm the leader, sir. Samuel. Samuel is the leader. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Where are the presenters?
All of us are going to present, but I will be the one to anchor it.
Okay. Okay. That means we have just 4 people here. 3 persons there, right? Where the rest?
During practice, we only had 5 members, so we are expecting 5, including myself.
Just 5?
Yeah. 5 were active.
Okay.
So we're expecting 5. Okay.
So you can kickstart. You tell me your name, your other colleagues, those are going to talk, the names, the business. They just introduce yourself, then you can start. So there is a business game presentation for batch 2017-0714, group 15, second 8. So we have the members and they're going to start their presentation now. Start at the someone.
Okay, so thank you very much. We are 5. I will start by calling the names of myself, Samuel Akbanbuk. We have Demola, we have Christian, we have Bright, and we have Precious. Ademola, Ida. Hello. Ademola. Hello. 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 Hello.
Continue, please. We have only Brian and only Brian here.
Okay.
You.
Okay, only Brian. Okay. Okay. We're here to present a business game, and we are 15, 2017 guided school, circle 8, and we okay. Assume that we have ample knowledge about our community, MMM, and we are also conversant with its ideology, how it works, its rule, benefits, etc. So, Thailand to develop MMM. So, the tax. We all right. We the team we got ourselves together, and we started by making a research on Thailand, and the resources that was given to us, internet and 50,000. I did more quickly use the internet to research on Thailand to really know about he conducted. He discovered this about Thailand. To tell us what your research about Thailand. It's not there, so I'll quickly run down. Since okay, there's no slide there, so I'll quickly run down what the his discovery. So he made the discovery about Thailand. He said Thailand has a population of 68,339,733 male, a population of 34,761,510 female, and made the research and discovered that the currency of Thailand is baht, and the exchange rate in terms of dollar is $1 is equivalent to 35.6700 THB. Okay, and the most populous city in Thailand is Bangkok. Before
please, you're not that audible. You're not that audible at all.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we also make sure that we were conversant with the analysis of our community. We develop a plan on how we are going to develop in Thailand. So the first task, our interest was to use the resources that is given to us to develop so we get started. Firstly, we talked about how we're going to build a website, and the next thing we discussed was how we're going to advertise MMM in Thailand. So we agreed that we were going to create adverts on banners, social medias, Facebook, Google, YouTube, Twitter's, etc. We're gonna host seminar major city like in our research, the major city Thailand is Bangkok. It has a capital. That's the capital of Thailand. The population is more there, so we start from there. Seminars, and we will also make sure that we have enough people to attend this seminar. Okay, we target where we had keen interest on was to start by inviting people from financial institutions such as top entrepreneurs, bloggers, internet marketers, social. We also look at students, etc. So we at least minimum of people to register on our platform, MMM. Then we also assume that all of them should be able to register with each of them should be able to register with $300. Um,
If you're not getting it very well at all.
okay. So we assume that if we have participants for the first 1 week, and all of them are to register, each of them make a deposit of $300. So that was an assumption. We could have this number. It means that for the first 1 week, we are going to have a deposit of 300,000.
Hello, sorry. Is there, I don't know. What device are you using?
Okay, EP is my phone. Okay.
I think it's
Or
okay.
should I?
It's okay right now, but I don't know when you're talking.
It's
I think
breaking.
you're too far from it.
Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Is it okay now?
I think it's better.
Hello.
Hello? 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 Let's read them from there.
Hello. Hello,
Hello?
sir. Hello.
Please move your phone on speaker.
No, it's not. It's okay. Can I let me use the phone? I was using earpiece. Let me use the phone. Is it okay now? Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Oh, okay, it's
Hello?
okay now. Yeah. Hello. I
I
can hear
think
you.
it's
Hello. Is
hello,
it okay
yeah.
now? Hello. Okay.
Exactly.
I've removed the earpiece. Okay. So for the first 1 week, we targeted 1,000 participants for the first 1 week. The way as you know, all of them, each of them will deposit $300 each of them. So in our calculation, we had $300,000, all of them $300,000 to be deposited for the first 1 week.
The voice is not
Well, we
that
also
clear. It's not audible. I don't know. I can't hear from you very well.
okay, maybe it's okay. So we had that $300,000 for the first 1 week. So the next thing we took into consideration was that we will pay for hotel for 1 week, that first 1 week, and we spend $7,000 and transportation and logistic, every other thing. We had a total of for the spending, we had a total of $19,000. $19,652. So with the money that was given to us, if you make the difference, if you find the difference, we have $30,348 left. Okay, we move to the next target. The next target, we understand that at the end of 1 month, first participant, the old participant, the first participant that came on the first week, and we have told them that remember me paying 30%, and they come in, they will be given $20 as in that range. If all of the dollars that registration bonus for them will be $20. So we also had to make plans on how to pay them, since we are about getting to the next month, so we have to the system. So we had to quickly make calculation to see how much we have and how much we were expecting to pay them. So the calculation we made, we said, okay, if we have 1,000 people that registered on the first week, it means that each of them will be, okay, each of them will be expecting $20. So if we calculate that by 1,000, we should have $20,000. Okay, we also take cognizance of the fact that we're going to pay them 30%. So 30% of $300 is going to give us $90. So if we sum them up together, plus the initial deposit, we are expecting to pay each participant $410. So if you multiply it by the 1,000 that we assume we're going to have for the first week, we will now have $410. Okay, so I'm gonna pay. So we now say, okay, for us to pay, let us know the minimum participant that we're gonna register for the remaining week. So we divided $410,000 by 300. 300. You know, the money we assume that minimum amount they're gonna deposit is 300. So when you divide, we now have 1,366 point something, which we approximated. We now, when we approximated, we had 1,367 participants. That means we have to make sure that we get 1,367 participants to register. Okay. So and how am I gonna do that? So we have to train. Firstly, since this is Thailand, we need to train guiders, especially um, um, people from there to become guiders. We have to train them to become guiders because if they become guiders, they will be able to disseminate MMM to their people in the language they will understand. So we also have to organize additional seminars. We have so we get this number. Okay, so we now assume, okay, if we should maintain the first rate, rate of 1,000 that we had in the first week, so we're gonna have at the end of the 3 weeks, multiply the 1,000 by 3, we're gonna have 3,000 participants plus the first 1 week. That means we're gonna have 4,000 participants. And if you exclude the first 1 week and make the multiplication, we will have, by assuming that all of them will contribute $300. So if you multiply that 3,000 participants by $300, you'll have $900,000. Okay, so far so simple. We had that number, and we were sure that we're gonna pay the whole participant. And by that, if we can pay the whole participant, it means that they will believe in the system, and they will have enough referrals. So getting to the next budget, that's for tax 2. Now, since we have been able to pay the first participant, now we now assume, okay, we're going to have a good growth. People are going to come in. These people are going to refer people. So we now keep it at, let's say, each of them should refer. We assume we didn't want to take all of them, so we so okay. Let's look at half of them having referral, referring somebody. Okay, so if half of them should refer people because of believing in the system have paid them. So we now say, okay, we're gonna have 2,000 referral. So if you add the 2,000 referral plus the 4,000 that we had in the first 1 month, we're gonna have 10,000 participants. So the growth is growing. So if you multiply that 10,000 times, we keep it at a minimum of $300. So each of them are gonna we assume that each of them should be able to deposit $300. So now the growth is now 10,000. So if we multiply, we're gonna have $3 million. Okay, so that is what we got. So and with $3 million, it's is a good deposit for the system. So, but we're not gonna relent effort because since the people will now have money we're paying. So, and now we now assume okay, 2 months have passed, numbers are increasing. So how gonna suddenly we now also say okay, if probably there is something should happen, probably local holiday is celebrated, and which will make people to stay at home. People will not go to work, and registration. We assume, okay, let's say registration is reduced by 75%. So how are we going to fix that up? So, okay, having a loss of 75% means that as our 250 participants, if you buy 75 by, so we have 250 participants to register. So against a normal assumption of 1,000 participants, so it's dropped to participants that we didn't plan. So we have to get back to work. We have to organize seminar. We have to start inviting people, and we have to train and empower more participants, we have, to become guide managers in the community. We have to increase our input. We have to $5 to every newly registered member. We have to send bulk messages, radio jingles. We have to use media platform. So okay, so having that initial money was given to us by $10,000. So if you find the difference, you're gonna have $21,000 that is left from the initial $50,000 that was given to us. Okay, but we now assume, what if this plan did not work out? Okay, what if this holiday has had really affected the participant? What if because of this holiday we couldn't pay, we couldn't pay at the rate which we were paying instantly? There was delay in payment, and what if due to this delay has created a little panic, and we couldn't attract new members? They could not also attract those that were in the system, could not also refer people again to the system. And what if um, what if the old participant refused to make new contribution? And we also say, okay, if this should happen and we have a loss of 20% of the money we should expect, and we are now having $1,975 as a loss from the no amount which, if we had maintained 1,000, which we should have $975,000. If we have the difference and we have $780 remaining. So what are we going to do? Then we divide by the minimum rate, which we assume all of them should participate with that. And when we divide, we discover that we have to attract, we have to invite 2,600. Want to invite is now increasing from the other month, which we were trying to make up with um, just 750. Now it's increasing to 2,600 participants because of that delay, that local holiday. So what are we gonna do? So we now say, okay, we are going we are going to invite 2,600 participants. So we started again. We seminars, everything. Try to increase, train more guiders and everything. But so what are we gonna do now? That takes us to the next task. What all that didn't work. So um, we now say, okay, let's see how we can control it. Let us freeze participant referral penalties. Let us only pay 30%. Okay, let us also freeze guiders, managers, leaders, bonuses, and only pay growth of 80% until when everything normalizes. We now, okay, it continues. Statistics, the things still continue, and we nothing has happened. We could not achieve our goal. We could not invite 2,000 participants that were, and none of the people could refrain. So, we that means we activate post mode. We have to frozen Marvels. The uh, so that we have to make sure that we synthesize, we give these people orientation. We make them to go on pause and how we have to explain to them and how so how to do this. We have to make we have to go we start all over. We have to make seminars and touch areas that we have make them to understand the strategy of MMM. Okay, we have to and we have to continue with them. You know, we have to also share videos with them of about other countries that also had the problem. We have to let them know how MMM came back and everything went well. So we have to give them this orientation. So moving to tax 7 now. So tax 7. So since we are now starting all again, what are we gonna do? So we need to have meeting of all managers, top managers from Russia. That is the tax. From there, followed by the mass meeting of managers with the members to put action back. We have to plan new strategy, all those things. So now, how are we gonna do that? We have to reintroduce MMM to the Thailand people. We have to encourage new participants to old participants to provide help and also new ones. We have to let them know that the system is for them, and we need to restart. We have to also be patient. We have to be down to the earth to answer their queries. And we have to make sure that we build confidence in them so that they still have confidence in the system. We have to charity. We have to make sure we let members believe that MM always bring to the community. We have to emphasize on the sense of providing help, and we have to let them know the power of giving. How if they come back to the community, or if they help to build a community, I have to remind them that if they could build this community, that this community will help them to be financially free, and we have to let them know all this. So we believe that we will be able to rekindle MMMs and let this system it will run smoothly. Things we took into consideration in order to develop MMM in Thailand. We were 5 in number. Ademola Olu Wasion, myself, Samuel Abenko. I'm right. And Ozil. So this all our plan of action to in Thailand. Thank you.
Okay. So far, so good. I can comment you've had a good representation. I said you had a good presentation. Please, well organized from what I heard so far. And I notice you've really done something. But nevertheless, I've finished the work of this slide to my email address. And I believe by the time I check through, I'll be able to give a final approval of it. Do you understand?
Okay, yeah, we do, sir.
So thank you for the good job done. Okay?
Oh, thank you very much.
So please, you can go ahead with other things. I hope I'll be able to get the writing I really needed from your slide by the time you submit it to me. Okay?
I didn't use the last.
I said I'll be able to get the writing which are to be seen on your slide by the time you submitted to me. Do you understand?
Oh, okay, sir.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. And I'll give you my mail. You send me a private message while I give you my mail. You send it to it. Now, while I run a check on it, then I do the final approval to go ahead and submit a business game link and your feedback video. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. You're saying that you're gonna.
What?
Are you saying that you're gonna send us your email? Then I will send it to you through your email first.
Exactly. You send me a message from the Skype.
Okay.
Then I can do that. Okay.
One message. I send you the email.
Yes. Sorry. What's your location? On the Skype. On the Skype. Your location, please.
Okay, Kwaibom State.
Kwaibom. Najiba. Where's your location? I'm talking about someone else.
Someone?
Ozioma.
Oh,
what's the location, please? Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Not
I
you.
don't really know. Okay, not me. Okay.
What of Christian? Your location, please. What?
My location.
Christian?
Nasarawa State.
What?
Nasarawa State.
Okay. All right, no problem. Just go ahead and submit that. Just go ahead and send me a private message so that I can give you the message, the email. So thank you so much, everyone. So you have a blessed
Sorry,
day.
how private
What?
message? Are you send you a
Hello?
private message? Hello, I said I was asking how I'm going to send you a private message.
Let's talk to me on Skype, okay?
On Skype. Okay, okay,
Okay, thank you very much.
thank
Bye.